guys are good. This one guy's killing me. Who is this guy? Crisis? Is that you? Oh, man.
See that rearview mirror? You're going to be in it.
The typical Winston Cup car has 8 cylinders under the hood, putting out 700 horsepower and achieves speeds right around 200 miles an hour. One of these, on the other hand, runs 6 PCs under the hood, each running 266 megahertz, capable of an output power of 1.5 billion instructions per second. Now, no matter which way you measure it, there's only one way to describe it, and that's fast.
Tommy pinball machine. As you know, Tommy was deaf, dumb, and blind. If you want to play like Tommy, if you hold the extra ball and the start button, blinders come out, and you have to play like Tommy.
Next stop, the newest game from Sega, Lost in Space. It features a magnetic spinning disc. The magnet traps the balls, then the disc starts to spin, exploding into some of the most exciting multi-ball play ever. Not only did I find loads of cool games here at this convention, if you could call it that, but I also found Slash from Guns N' Roses leaning on his very own machine. Hey, it's great to meet you, especially leaning on the Guns N' Roses machine. Now, did you have anything to do with the development of it?
Yeah, actually, what happened was I started playing pinball like when I was 28. I never played in high school. I'm not one of those pinball nerds.
For quite some time now, the universal appliance of every business traveler has been one of these, a briefcase. And in one of these, you'll find all the regular implements of business. You've got your business cards, your pens, your appointment book, your news, and even your lunch. But the briefcase is in trouble because now all of that stuff fits in one of these. Well, maybe not your lunch.
Now, what do you have, Des?
Okay, mine's not quite as thin and sleek as that one, but it's a Windows CE device, and it's a little bit older because I got it on an online auction. But this one is Windows CE and looks like my regular Windows desktop, and all the files behave the same way. But the cool part about this, and how did you guys come up with Yahoo? Where did this come from?
Well, it used to be called Jerry and Dave's Guide to the Web, and that was pretty boring, so one day we decided to come up with something a little more interesting. So we consider ourselves a couple of Yahoos, and it was pretty fitting to, I think, the site and the internet in general.
So here we are right in the middle of Yahoo. What drives it? How fat of a connection have you guys got?
Well, we just installed a T3, which is 45 megabits. We're not going to use all of it. We're actually sharing with somebody else, but we're probably going to take a big chunk of that.
What is the future for Yahoo?
Well, I think what's going to happen is we're going to really have to stay on top of the internet because it's going to change really fast. You know, what's really important to us is our brand, is our recognition. We want people to associate a lot of fun, discovery, finding information. You know, that's what Yahoo's all about.
Don't tell me a hotshot pilot like you is afraid of a dry time.
Dark Forces, Rebel Assault, and Jedi Knight. They're all Star Wars games created by George Lucas's software company, LucasArts. But if you thought Star Wars was all this company did, well, think again. Now, you're living in the Star Wars universe over here. I mean, everything in this place is Star Wars, but you're the refuge.
This is the little oasis of non-Star Wars thing. Not anything against Star Wars. I love Star Wars, really. But this is the Grim Fandango area.
Meet Tim Schafer, the mastermind behind Lucas's newest, coolest adventure game, Grim Fandango. A game that borrows heavily from film noir themes and Mexican folklore.
Everybody here is just as dead as you.
Then here's one of the vehicles from the game.
Yeah, this is Glottis. That's Glottis, and this is the Bone Wagon, which is based on my car.
Which is a smoking 1967 Barracuda. So, I mean, how do cars play a part in these games?
Well, they always poke through in the design somehow. I mean, even though I'm making this game about folklore and film noir and this really, the style, when I still had to put some sort of hot rod car in it. And so there's a big hot rod called the Bone Wagon in Grim Fandango. And,
the Bone Wagon?
The Bone Wagon, yeah, because it hauls people's bodies from the land of the living back to the land of the dead.
Hop in! Meet Dennis Fong, otherwise known as Thresh, the undisputed 3D shooting computer game champion of the world. And it's these gaming abilities that recently carried him to the E3 Gaming Convention in Atlanta to compete in a Quake tourney against the nation's best for the ultimate prize. Now, how was it bringing it back from Atlanta?
I shipped it.
You shipped it? You didn't drive it back?
Unfortunately, I didn't know how to drive stick, and I still don't really know how to drive stick, so...
Well, you want me to show you?
Sure.
Feel that? I just let the clutch out slowly. Feel the difference?
Yeah, I felt it. What's with the blue hair?
Now, there's a lesson to be learned here for all you kids watching this at home. Whenever your parents tell you that playing video games isn't going to get you anywhere in life, don't listen to them, because with enough practice, you could wind up like Thresh here and drive away in a new Ferrari.
And he let Desmond drive his car.
I can't believe that. I would let Desmond ride my bicycle, which brings up the issue of insurance.
You really do get an impression of speed while you're in this thing, partly because of the sound that's pretty loud in here. There's some peripheral vision in the 3 screens that are in front of the car, and also something they have called an acceleration sled, which gives you the impression of speed based on the onset of motion, such as when you hit a wall, like that.